Then Wednesday, now this is where things really started to get exciting. Wednesday, what did we do Wednesday? No, Wednesday we went to the bank in the morning. What did we do Tuesday morning then? Oh, that was it. They gave us a big presentation about travelling and jobs and all the packages they offer and stuff like that. It's basically a big sales pitch, but you know, it's very informative. A lot of people signed on to things. Wednesday, sorry, we went to the bank, sorted things out, cool. And then Wednesday afternoon, we headed to Basecamp. Now, this is 3 hours north, a place called Maliluca in Port Stevens. It was great. It was wicked. It was more the sort of experience I was looking for. More outback, sort of in the middle, in the jungle. You know, it was very much I'm a celebrity, get me out of it style. Um, Sadly, the weather was terrible. We're there. I think she lied to me because we got there and she was like, "Oh, we're currently in the in a 2 year drought." Bollocks, because we had a week of rain, so unless the drought's over, but we were in the middle of a fucking monsoon. Um, but regardless of that, we all had a great time. It was absolutely amazing. Wednesday we got there. It took a while, 3 hours, but we had the greatest coach ride ever. It was fucking awesome, and I think I'm gonna actually upload that just as its own video because it was so much fun. We took so much good on the coach, and we all just got so drunk on the coach on the way there. By the time we got there, we were all just absolutely off our face. It's hilarious. So I've snuck off over here on my own to have a quiet moment because I haven't actually had a chance to sit down and talk to the camera since I landed. It's been just crazy, like every day, just constant, doing stuff on it, constant. I haven't been alone in, what days are now, Wednesday? Sunday morning. The 4 days I've been here, I haven't had a moment to myself other than to sleep. And we're here for 3 days, 2 nights, and we go sandboarding and before driving, and then we go for a cruise and like a hike, and we go swim with dolphins, and you know all that lovely stuff. So that would be good footage and that would be good fun. Tonight we're all just going to be partying and just having fun and chilling. It's been a 3 hour bus ride, so we just want to chill out now because I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? It is 6:35. So we're about ready to just chill out for a bit. It would be nice to just relax for 2-3 days by the beach because we've done so much. Like it's constant, just constantly on it. So it has been very difficult to film like one-on-one time to be able to keep up with the documentary. It's also been very difficult because the Wi-Fi is absolute dog shit. I managed to upload the first episode of just me, you know, travelling to Australia, which is only 13 minutes, only 400 odd meg, and it took 6 hours. I had to leave it uploading while I slept. It took 6 hours because it's such terrible Wi-Fi. So it is proving difficult. I'm filming everything, but it's just proving difficult to actually get it online, and it's very hard to find the time to sit down and edit because we're constantly doing stuff. So it might be a case of I'm just gonna have to get the full 2 weeks together, like footage together, and then just stick it all on afterwards. Which I apologise because you're gonna want to see it, but there's not really much I can do. It also means that all my family want to know what I'm doing, how I am, what's going on, but you know, I don't get a chance. The minute I get a chance to sit down and say, yeah, I'm here online, and they're like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, well, I'm about to go to sleep because I'm shattered. And they're like, okay. And then when I wake up and I'm like, yeah, what are you doing? They're like, oh, I'm about to go to sleep because I'm shattered. So it's like, okay, all right. So hopefully after this week and next week's craziness and antics is all done, I'm going to have a chance to sit down and just catch up with everything and reality and stuff, because it's ridiculous. It's like, it's amazing, but it's ridiculous. So it is good. So the people here are so good. We've all got so close, and we've all made such good friends. I mean, it's kind of sad to think that in a week or two I might, you know, they're all off into their separate ways and we might not see them again. But in the meantime, you don't think about that. You just have the good times that you're having. But it is good, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing out on some serious drinking. So I am going to sign off and go get it on, but I will be just filming odd bits here and there. So ciao for now. And then so we didn't really do much Wednesday once we got there. We just sort of chilled out because it was quite sort of like 5 o'clock by the time we got there, and we had a little presentation about all the safety talks and stuff like that, and we just chilled. Half the people were sleeping in tents, half the people were sleeping in sort of cabins. I opted for a cabin because I've done enough camping in my life. I fucking hate camping, especially when it's monsoon. I thought I'll stick with a cabin. And the first night we went to bed and everybody was very drunk. And I came in the room, and I tell you what, it's the funniest thing. I came in the room and one of the girls on the group who was staying in our room, because it slept like 6 of us. I came in and she went to bed like 2-3 hours before we did, and I came in and she was just lying there like, Martin, like the look of fear of God in her face, and she's like, oh thank God you're here, look in the corner. And I turned around, and in the corner of the room was a fucking giant huntsman spider. This thing was it was the size of my face. It was fucking huge. It was just sat there in the corner just chilling. She was like, I haven't slept, I've been waiting for someone to come in, I've been too scared to move and leave. So she came in, got in bed and saw the spider, and then couldn't leave because it was between her and the door. But then Niall, who's one of the guys in the group, he came in and he saw it and he was having none of it. He just could not let it go. So for an hour he stood there ranting about this spider. It was the funniest hour in the last. It's so funny. I was just a funny guy. And then eventually everybody got to sleep. We are here at Basecamp. It's very outbacky. Currently walking through the bush. Oh, dangerous, might get a bit. I'll be like, there's a dog. There you go. Come here. No, she's not interested. Hello. 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 Yes, she's a good girl. Good girl. Go on. We're going to see the kangaroo. There it is, and here we see the Australian kangaroo. Just one video, greatest coach ride ever. And then we got there and we chundered everywhere.
Oh, I got you, I chundered
everywhere.
I need a piss like before I play football.
I'm good. I just want to say hello to the kangaroo.
Kangaroo Jack.
That's kangaroo down, boy. What's kangaroo down? Can you guess what it is yet?
Can you tell where it is yet?
It's a kangaroo, you fucking cretin.
Kangaroo and Jack. Go.
He's off. Because then on the Thursday, we were up early. I think we're up at 7 to go sandboarding in the dunes nearby, which are the largest shifting sand dunes in the southern hemisphere. They were huge. First of all, we went on these massive like 4x4 like buses, and we went driving up the dunes and stuff like that. And it's great. There's one dune that's fucking really high, and it just tipped over the bus is just like that, and you're just like, all you think is lean back, don't tip. But it was fun. We had to wait for the rain to subside before we could actually sandboard, because it was raining so bad. It was really annoying. But the sandboarding was great fun. Unfortunately, my camera died just as I got there. I think I left it on all night, so I couldn't get any footage of the sandboarding, which I was gutted about. I was so looking forward to just smashing it down that hill with the camera. But never mind. Yeah, such things. Yeah, Basecamp had the first night there. They've got a tame kangaroo who lives there called Jossie, which I got a little selfie with. She was very sweet, very fun, very timid. And they also had I wouldn't say tame because it's not tame, but it was very domesticated possum that lived in the toilets.
That's made my day.
that just sort of meandered about. I think they had two. I think there's a male and a female. I'm not sure. Which I got some great footage of, and it was quite interesting because you go in there to have a shower and you look up in the rafters and it's just this possum sitting in the rafters just watching you, like, ooh, hello. Oh, it was great. It's just like right out in the middle of nature. Like, it was awesome. I was loving it. And then after we finished the sandboarding, we came back and had a little snackette, and then we headed off to where did we go after sandboarding? Oh, that was it. We went for a walk up like a mountain type thing, which was very steep, very hot and very sticky because it was very humid because it was in the middle of the storm, and very wet because it rained again. But there's some amazing sights, really, really amazing sights. I got some footage of that.
Walking up a mountain. How you doing, Sam? We've only been going for like 4 minutes. No, it hasn't been, I promise you. We've only got 20 minutes to go. We lost people, they're dead. They died. We lost him, they died. Never mind. We're getting quite high, we can see. We can see. We got refreshments. Check this out.
After we came back from there, we basically chilled out for the rest of the day, I think. Yes, we chilled out for the rest of the day, then had a barbecue in the evening, and then chilled out at Basecamp with everybody drinking and playing card games and drinking games and just all sorts of games and just having a great time. Do you know what I love just being in the middle of nowhere with a load of mates, some drink, and just chilling. Like, I like drinking with friends, but I hate clubbing because it's so impersonal. I love just sitting down with a big group of mates in a cabin somewhere in the middle of nowhere, no internet, no phones, just everybody just being sociable, getting to know each other and having a good time. It was so good. I absolutely loved it. And then Friday we had to get up. We had to pack and everything ready because after we'd been to the next sort of activity, we were going immediately from there back to Sydney. And Friday we went on a dolphin and whale spotting boat ride around sort of the surrounding waters. There wasn't any whales because they migrate in November back down. I can't remember if it's down to the Antarctic or up to the Arctic. I'm pretty sure it's down to Antarctic. So they weren't there, but there was some dolphins. We saw them. We saw a couple. The weather was very, very choppy, so we couldn't really get in and swim or anything like that with them, which was a massive shame because I was so looking forward to swimming with the dolphins. But we saw them, which is nice, just actually see them with my own eyes rather than on TV. And then they dropped like this big net down the side of the boat, which you could get in, which I don't care. I was straight in there, first in, don't care. I ain't got no hole. It's cold, not bothered. I'm not missing out. I'm straight in there. Ain't let the weather stop me.
Say hi, Martin. Come on. Oh, shit. Taking a bash in here. Like, honestly, lie down. Hey. Another sunny day in Australia. El Capitan. They're lovely and warm. I'm wrapped up like a bunch of grannies at the bus stop. Oh, shit, hell. Going to Dolphins. It's fucking miserable.
That was good fun. It was a bit painful though. I got a couple of got boo-boo, got graze. But yeah, it was quite fun. And then after that we went to a place which was voted best fish and chips in Australia, I think it was, or South Australia, or something like that, for like so many years in a row. And it was nice, but it's just fish and chips standard really. You know, I'm not a connoisseur of fish and chips, I don't know whether it's amazing or not. And then we got the bus ride back to Sydney, and the bus ride back to town couldn't have been any more different than the bus ride to the base camp. Base camp, everyone was live, everyone was hype, everyone was drinking, it was great, we were partying. Bus ride back, we've all been up so late and up so early and doing so much that everybody just put headphones in, hoodies up, and just slept. Like it was so quiet on the bus. I think at one point I woke up and I turned around and absolutely every single person was asleep. You know, sometimes on the bus ride you get that where most people are asleep, but you get a couple of people in the corner who are just like having a little party because they were awake. Literally, there wasn't a single soul awake. Everyone was asleep. We were all shattered. And then we got back and we all just met up and went out for drinks and chilled out and stuff like that. I'm going to leave it there because otherwise it's going to be a really long video, and I'll do the rest of the week in another video, in the next video. And I will see you guys soon.